responding. Perhaps there is no one left who could respond. I guess we'll deploy a scouting team. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now, smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed blind man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. So we can send our cleric, if you will, to the station with a squad of bodyguards. We can order the station to be explored, order that the man be put out of his misery, burn everything, or seal the station, dooming its ghastly inhabitants to an eternity in suffering.
Burn it in suffering.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Anybody else want to vote? Anybody in chat? Do we want to burn them?
Well, we try. Let's explore or burn them.
Explore. Okay, we got explore and burn.
Oh, I said explore.
Explore or burn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna explore. A brief and chilling chronicle of the station's doom was found in the scribe's records. A warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half of the choir at once, turning the astropaths into living portals through which torrents of the Immaterium's energies poured out. Those who lasted longer bellowed and howled about a black rift that had split the universe into before and after, and a darkness that would devour the Astronomicon's light. Astronomicans? The psychic beacon that helps navigators to triangulate a course. Okay. So we're back to our previous options minus explore. So you can order the man to be put out of their misery. Okay. You can burn everything or seal the station. I think we're gonna probably burn everything. You got new travel brushes for watercolor painting? That's cool. You never have too many brushes, I think. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along with their home. The psychic shriek carrying across the Immaterium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound. One even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles astropathic messages and crawls into psychers' minds, evoking everywhere the same image, a dark, gaping, beastly mouth cleaving the universe in two. Now that the mad choir master has finally stopped screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the Rogue Trader's void ship too. Oof. Right. Wish you could send pics. You can always send stuff to my phone. You have my number. Oh, it's a two-handed blade. Is the one she gave me. Well, I want a two-handed blade. Maybe I'll do that. I will give... What's her face? Mars pattern one. And I will switch to just a two-handed blade. Yeah. I think that should do. She also is going to have a level up. You got lots of snacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a cool case. I like that. Nikki got new watercolor paint brushes.
Ooh.
It's a pretty nice
Cute.
little travel case.
Yeah. I've never tried it.
You say Dios mío?
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's right there.
Oh, she's wearing a thing. Wearing a mask. Hold on, let me get it off first.
Ah.
It got a weird,
Like bowl cut.
yeah, and like a million scars, not to mention.
Oh, it's probably a sacrifice.
Look, they gave me this cool giant blade that bleeds on its own, apparently.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's
I want a rusty bleeding blade.
it sounds like cereal when you pour it out. I'm like, who's having cereal? What?
Oh, the
Oh
Cheetos.
my goodness. All right,
I have a few.
she's got 3 levels to go, so we're just gonna do some quick picks here. No Dance of Thorns might be good. Thorns, additional weapon skill. Oath of Vengeance is pretty decent. Medicaid. While we dancing. Right, we play dancer. That's pretty good. I was not picking up what you were putting down.
My hands are strong, and I'm on my knees.
Alright, we can't sing too much otherwise.
Ah, what?
You can get a copyright strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even if you're the one singing, we have to be careful. It's stupid.
Okay. Are we moving?
Are we moving?
Or are we blade dancers? Totally moving up there.
Yeah, I have it set up so that it doesn't save to the VOD or copyright strike for when we're on starting soon. So anything that we put there in terms of music from Spotify does not carry over.
Let's see.
It's a little cheaty and we can still get caught if a mod decides to show up.
Come on.
Alright, so I'm just chilling here. A bunch of ghosts show up. Yeah, this is the shard lying on the edge of death. The sole remnant of Conrad Bodvir's weapon slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold, the dead sway from side to side, closing in around you on a nightmarishly slow advance. This looks like a fun game. It is. It's long and arduous and difficult, but it is a fun game.
I wonder if these are all the people left.
I say, stop, dude. I did not wish for any of you to die. The dead remain deaf to your words, creeping ever closer with the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize your trembling hand has found the shard, and its razor-sharp edge cuts into your palm. Uh-oh. An unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword, with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen, accept your fate, champion. No. Throw it away. Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. It's just a dream. You awaken from the vision kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut in your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your Vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Yeah, it's based off of the Warhammer 40k games. There was, I think, a version of it called Rogue Trader, which is what this is essentially based on. So, you're not too far off. It is very much a D&D style game. The rules of it are a bit more messy, however. It is created by the same guys who do the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous that I also play on Mondays. Just a little, like, little hinty thing. I don't know, what do you want to call that? Oh. In case you haven't looked at the schedule I have posted for my games, I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday now instead of Monday, Friday, or Tuesday, Friday. So Mondays are going to be the Pathfinder. I think we're doing 8 to 10, or maybe 7. I think it's either 7 to 9 or 8 to 10. Wednesdays are going to be called Whatever Wednesdays, which means basically that's going to be days where maybe I'm playing a demo, like we did with Sunderfolk, whatever I feel like playing that night. I really want to showcase stuff that maybe I haven't played, or that just kind of came across as like interesting, or again, demos that I came across that I think are of interesting games. So that's going to be, yeah, whatever Wednesday. It's going to be whatever we want it to be. Do want to eventually set up either like a place within David's server, if I can work with him on that, or set up my own server just for stream, so that we can do things like voting for any sort of new demos or stuff like that. I think that would be a fun thing, or even just discussing stuff like Sunderfolk. Quartz and I were actually talking about trying to figure out a way, because I don't know if you just use your phone for stuff, like if you have any means of connecting to your TV or whatever, so that you can still use your phone, because I think it would be really fun for us to have more than just Quartz and I playing Sunderfolk, but to have a full party and experiencing that, especially once we actually get the whole game and not just have the demo.
I just want you to know that I'm still considering playing the game before I leave, just so
That'd be fun. Okay. That's your call.
that way
It's your money.
have to, well, interact with one.
You heard it here first, folks. I can't talk. I don't know if you ever heard that, but Quartz is very much deciding on whether or not to pick up the full game of that before she leaves, so that we have something we can play at a distance. I think that would be a very fun thing to do,
Yeah.
especially on Whatever Wednesday. You just have to set up Twitch on your laptop?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't remember my password. I have to make a new account now.
Even if you don't... Yeah. That would be a little... I'm trying to think of another way we could play. I mean... If it's not a... it's not a Twitch night. Like, if it's not a stream night, I can always stream through Discord, and you could still play alongside me. Same thing with anybody else, for that matter, on the server. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Doing Sunderfolk.